Hello, lovely humans, and they want to talk about what the hell actually happened to the matchmaker in the last couple of days, because there are so many 7-0s and 0-7s that have been going on the entire damn time. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now, WoTB said that they're going to improve the matchmaking experience by adding a separate queue where they'll be putting all the bad players into. Unfortunately, they failed to notice that everyone's apparently a bad player now. So, speaking of, it is quite annoying. And if you are playing Blitz, for your own sanity, I would definitely urge you to, first of all, like and subscribe to this video, and second of all, stay away from Blitz until it actually is playable again. Because, I mean, what is your experience? Has the matchmaker been extremely horrible the last couple of days? Has it gotten better? Or has it just been the same and you didn't notice anything? Put it in the comments. Would really like to know what you think about the current situation. Now, obviously, changing something like that is probably never gonna go smoothly. Like, you have to somehow make that separation of the queues. And what I am personally assuming here is that there are bad matches created on purpose to find out who does bad all the time, to figure out who to put in the noob queue. But that's a speculation. I don't know if that's true. I don't think so. So that's my only sane guess for what the hell is going on. And the 57 Heavy is dead. I am not surprised. Now, let's see. Is this a 7-0? Now, by the enemy's position, it is not looking good already at this point. And I want to be sure to take out the E5 here. Because I'm already down 2 guys. I mean, you can see clearly right here. There are 2 guys already dead. Just within 1 minute. Nice. Love that. And he's not having a great time here either. Now, obviously... Okay, I'm gonna use the E-round to make sure of that. And now, there's the object up there. Sheridan is gonna be somewhat isolated. I mean, I've done 2k already, which is not much, but... Mate, I'm here. What the hell? Okay, now, the object is 6-8 might try to peek me. Hopefully he is trying to peek me, because, I mean, he's a one-shot, so... That would be nice for me. But now, it is a... Well, done match at this point. Already. It's gonna back off. I mean, you can see, you can still do pretty well, as you can see right here, but... It just fell apart instantly. And now, see if we can go for the Conqueror. Obviously, I'm gonna get pushed from behind. I don't want to have that happen. And go E. You got a point. And that is 2 minutes. And that game is over. What the hell happened, Wargaming? Like, honestly, what the hell happened here? This is many, many matches that are just like this. All the damn time. And what happened? What the hell happened? I'd like to know. And for your sanity, please stop playing the game for a while. It's bad. Speaking of bad, Minotauro. Now, it's Castilla, which is going to be very campy, and especially when they got a 183. Now, problem with a matchmaker like this, where there's 0-7s and 7-0s happening all the time, because, I mean, obviously I don't want this video to just be pointing out the obvious. The problem of that is that tanks that are very team-dependent do a lot worse than tanks that are not. Could be quite straightforward. So the easiest way is to obviously play tanks that don't rely on a team, that have high DPM, that have high mobility, you know, that can move around, that even if your team is completely falling apart, you can still output high damage and change your position quickly. Or, the other philosophy that you could follow is you take a tank that is extremely well armored. A tank that can't be beaten, that can't be penned in a lot of cases. Like an E100 can work for that, for example. However, a vehicle like this one is going to work pretty damn badly if your team doesn't actually support you. Now, however, if the enemy E100 has a playstyle that is like that E100 is not going to work. So, let's try and reload. Obviously, he's going to be very dead very soon, and the 183 is also already out of his position. So, maybe the 121 can be attacked as well. So, seemingly we're on the good side here of the 7-0 moment. And it is... Like, look at that. At this point, I have a good team, right? The team is just absolutely destroying the enemy. They're not even fighting back for the most part. Look at that TVP. He's not even fighting back. And I can't shoot, even though I'm loaded. Which is a great mechanic. And, yeah. I mean, just look at it. This is obviously a lot slower game. This is a bit more balanced, actually. Gotta say. So far, it is somewhat balanced. No one's dead yet. Well, no one's dead yet, that would matter. So, yeah. Okay, E100. Now, if you have a tank that has no accuracy and no DPM and no mobility, then that is going to be working out not at all in a situation like this. And Minotauro is now trying to push, Heavy's trying to push, but I mean, it's 4 versus 3, and even they're pushing, yes, but you always want to push into an advantage, right? You want to push 3v2, not 3v4. And, yeah, the Minotauro went from full HP to no HP very quickly, and that's the problem with a tank like that. And I can't shoot again. Jesus. Love it that it's actually somewhat balanced now, but I'm surprised the E100 was alive for that long. So, I don't know, this... Obviously, the EU-RU server merge dropped to the player standard quite a bit. However, after 9.4, it's not just the players that are bad, it's the matchmaker as well. So, what happened? Wargaming. And ideally, the best way to solve that problem is just don't play the game at all. And if you do want to play a tank that isn't relying on any form of team. Right? A tank that can play itself, basically. And that you don't have to stay alive for a prolonged time, like in a Minotauro, to make it remotely effective. Right? So, it's a 7-2, and still, like, even though it looked pretty fair at the beginning, it really wasn't. Now, let's have a look at the players as well. Now, I did top damage. That's not a surprise. Now, we got 60. We got 51. We got 60, almost. We got 52. Yes, rounding is thing. We got 46, and we got 46 as well. Now, 49, 50, 48, 49, 52, and 48, and a 50. Now, things like this can happen with random. Like, this can be random, obviously. But if it happens too many times... you know, if it happens too many times that it can't be random anymore, then it becomes a problem. I think at this point it has somewhat become a problem. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you next one. Goodbye.